Hi, and welcome to Managing Mental Health, which is a division of Fandale Enterprises, a 30-year-old business and technology consulting company. Managing Mental Health grew very organically out of my consulting practice. Most of my clients last for a number of years, and so I get to know them fairly well. And many of my clients came to know that I have quite a bit of family responsibility. I cared for my mother over the years while she passed from Alzheimer's and dementia. My middle sister was in a very, very tragic airplane accident a little bit over 40 years ago and has severe brain damage. She still lives with me today. And then I also have provided care for a severely mentally ill sister. So I have a great deal of family responsibility, and I've developed a great deal of knowledge in how to care for and manage the mental health within my family. So one day I was in a meeting with my business and technology consulting practice, and a client said to me, when our meeting's over, can you meet me in my office? I have some questions. And I thought, okay. Well, wasn't sure why I didn't ask him right there. But we got to the office, and I found out that it was a very personal matter. And he explained to me that he and his wife had received word from the doctor that his mother-in-law had been diagnosed with mental illness. And she had been behaving very strangely. And he simply said to me, I understand that you take care of one of your sisters who is mentally ill. And I said, yes, I do. And he said, well, could you kind of create a family roadmap for us the way you've done for our business and technology needs, which is precisely what I do as their consultant. And a couple months went by. One of the staff members from another client stopped me when I was on my way out, and she said her husband had been in an accident, fallen off a roof during a construction job, and he had brain damage. And she said, I understand that you take care of your sister who has brain damage. And I thought, oh my goodness. So she too asked for help. But above and beyond both of those requests, I've had so many of my clients say, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my mother, my father, my spouse has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's and dementia. Can you help us? We don't know what's next. I think the biggest question I ever get is what's next? What should we expect? What should we prepare for? So I opened a division called Managing Mental Health, which really creates a roadmap for families and says, here's where you are today, here's where your family is, here's where your family needs are, and so forth. And here are all of the consequences, regardless of whether they're positive or negative, which in many cases they can be. And then we create a plan for you and for your family, very specific to you, to help identify the needs that are going to come, to help create that roadmap so you're not going in a blind manner. I'll tell you, if somebody had sat down with my parents 40 years ago and my middle sister was in an airplane accident and said, here's where you are today, here are the potential things that could happen, here's the cost involved, here's the time involved, here are all of the variables that you're going to be facing as a family, it would have been life-altering, I mean literally life-altering for us. When we first discovered that my sister was mentally ill, if someone had sat down again with us and helped us understand where we were, the best way to take care of her, and what our next steps should be, that too would have been life-altering. And my dad passed in '98. Both of my sisters were either ill or injured when my mother moved in with me, and I began caring for her with Alzheimer's. And oh my goodness, my plate was so full. One of my two children was still a minor. I had all three of my family members I was taking care of. I was running my consulting practice. And if somebody had just been there to provide the help that I really needed, it would have made life so much easier to deal with. So I decided, because I've had so many people approach me and say, well, what's next? What should I do? What should I plan for? What should I prepare for? That I decided to open Managing Mental Health to try to help people in creating a roadmap for themselves and for their family so that they don't have to go through the challenges that I and so many other caregivers have been through. I hope our website is helpful to you. I hope it's something that you find inspiring and informative. And always remember that we are here by phone and by email. You can always call me directly. Our 800 number is 888-929-9828. You are welcome to call me directly at 760-420-2770. I invite you to go through the website, see where we can be of most help to you, and let us help you through this journey. I know how difficult it is, and I would say God bless you and take care, and we're here to help you. Bye-bye for now.